right here at the start of this match. Brody whips him in. He ducked underneath that one, Patterson did, and there's a drop kick. Brody is outside the ring. Here comes the hitman out after him. Bruiser Brody and the hitman, they are outside the ring. They're thrown into the steel post. They're inside the barriers. Brody there punishing the face of the hitman. There you catch Brody and the hitman exchanging blows again. Look at the hitman chop the $1 Million Man. We cannot see anything except what we're picking up on our monitor. All the fans are standing. The $1 Million Man has come to the ring, and they're all around. If you're going to see anything from the seats, you're going to have to stand up. You can see Brody. The bell is sounding. I don't know what. Brody is coming out with a chair, and he's going after the hitman with that chair. Over here on my left, talking to Rapito Rodriguez on the Spanish Network, is a Wild Boo Ayala who felt a 2x4 Bruiser Brody a little earlier. Now there's Brody with a 2x4 and Gary Hart. The bell has already sounded. I'll have to wait for the decision from the referee as we work to the crowd to find a Bruiser Brody, and here he goes. Brody is going back, and he is leaving. The hitman is going to be the winner. The hitman is
weighing in at 307 pounds, King Kong Brody. King Kong Brody is seconded by Sheik Adnan LKC. Your referee is Marty Miller. Now down to ringside, DeLord James Blears and Vern Gagne.
And Vern, I see a lot of bad blood between you and the big Brody in there. King Kong Brody, he's threatening you with a stretcher. That would mean only one thing to me, and that he wants to put you on a stretcher.
Well, he'd like to, and he'd like to try, but he's not going to get the chance. I'm telling you, this Sheik and he and his whole army, the Sheik's army, they're in for some big surprises, Lord.
Well, I can't believe what I'm reading in this, one of the big matches coming up on the 20th of April. We saw what happened last week. It's unbelievable that you would sign a match. If I can read this, tell you about it, Bernie. Brody is going to wrestle with the Barbarian as a team in a cage against Greg Gagne and Crusher Blackwell. Now, if Greg Gagne, your son, and Crusher Blackwell win this match, you get 10 minutes in the cage with the Sheik who's running around at ringside now.
Well, Lord, I can't say how delighted I am to finally get a chance, I hope, to get in that ring with Sheik Adnan El-Casey, who broke my ribs 1 year ago and ended what little wrestling career I ever had left. I never forgot it. I've been like an old wolf laying in his cave licking his wounds, and I just hope to God that I get a chance at the Sheik on the 20th of April. Look at this. Look at that in the face of Brody's opponent.
Brody. Patterson, Brody. Brody's going wild. The people are chanting. What are they yelling? They're telling the Sheik to go back to wherever he came from.
Baghdad,
A shower of ice came over Baghdad, Iraq. And we've got pandemonium here at ringside as it all started off when Brody showed a stretcher at Vern Gagne, who's sitting narrating at ringside. And you can see the fire in both their eyes.
Well, Lord, if they think you ever put me on a stretcher like that, it'll be a cold day you know where.
Well, I know at one time, Vern, I hate to bring this up, but he did put you on a stretcher a year ago and did break all your ribs.
He broke my ribs, but he didn't get me on the stretcher. I made it to the dressing room on my own power. But I'll guarantee you one thing. If I get that 10 minutes in that ring with the Sheik in the Metrodome, you can kiss off the Sheik. He better make a quick reservation on whatever airlines goes to Baghdad, because that's where he'll be going.
And outside the ring, King Kong Brody has his opponent, who's a big man, picks him up and runs it into the steel post in the corner of the ring, and he's flat on his back on the concrete floor here at the Showboat. There he is, Big King Kong Brody, over 300 pounds. Picks his man up again and rams him across that big iron bar. The referee is down. Brody hit the referee. Apparently the referee. The bell is sounded. Apparently he's been disqualified. The bell is Patterson is very badly hurt right now. His back is injured. He was rammed in the steel post. Brody's still in the ring. Vern Gagne. Watch it, Vern. Wait a minute, Vern. Just a minute. The referee. Get the referee. He pile drives him in the middle of the ring. But I believe the match, I don't know. The bell is sounded. He's counting. The Sheik is in the ring. The referee, Marty Miller, signaling to the timekeeper. I don't know what. I can't hear it. But it looks pretty bad for. There's the stretcher. You better stay out of it, Vern. Right now. The Sheik is in the ring. The referee, Marty Miller, is trying to control, very difficult to control, a 305-pound wild man. I wouldn't like to do it. And there's a Sheik in there. He can't control him right now because King Kong Brody is going completely mad. Okay, sports fans, I'm telling you, something has happened in the ring here, and it's still happening, and it shouldn't happen. It's a terrible thing that is happening. There's the bell pounding away, and the referee's ordering Brody to the locker room. He could be...
I've never seen anybody stand toe-to-toe with Bruiser Brody, but I'll tell you what, Brody, I saw something. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was. It looked metal. It looked shiny.
Let me tell you what it was. I saw it closer than anybody. It was a table fork, a steel... I saw it as it was going in the top of my head. Abdullah the Butcher! Abdullah the Butcher! 486 pounds! You big fat Sudanese slob! I got news for you! The score right now is Abdullah 1, Brody 0, but that's okay. I can live with it. I can live with it, but I'm not sleeping well with it. I remember the feeling when that table fork went in the top of my head. It's not going to happen again. I promise you, it won't happen again, Abdullah. I'm going to bring a friend of mine. I'm going to bring a friend of mine. You bring that table fork. You sharpen it up. You get it ready. When I come to that ring, I'm going to have this friend with me. And there's going to be some blood this time. There's going to be lots of blood, Abdullah. It's going to be yours. I promise it.
The Butcher is down. Brody with the big leg on Abdullah the Butcher. When Brody drops that leg, I'll tell you what, not many people ever get up Brody down with the leg again. Abdullah the Butcher is down. You can hear it, fans. They're chanting Brody. If anybody can tame Abdullah the Butcher, and I don't really know if anybody can, that man would have to be Bruiser Brody. Again, that big boot of Brody finding its mark on Abdullah the Butcher. The blood cascading from the face of Abdullah. Wait a minute. Hustler Rip Rogers has just passed Abdullah the Butcher some kind of an object. It's wrapped in tape. I don't know exactly what it is. Oh, there you can see it. The seconds are rapidly running down here on All-Star Wrestling. Please, in the booth, let's stay with this match as long as possible. Abdullah the Butcher, there you can see it clearly on your screen. He's got something in that right hand, some kind of object that was passed to him from the outside by Hustler Rip Rogers. Brody is down. It looked like Brody was in a win situation against Abdullah the Butcher. But now the Butcher has opened up Bruiser Brody. Abdullah the Butcher, the madman, the animal, gouging away with that foreign object into the forehead of Bruiser Brody. That blank expression in the eyes of Abdullah the Butcher. Here's a man who I know has got no soul. Abdullah the Butcher again, hammering away at the forehead of Bruiser Brody. Frankly, frankly, fans, I don't know whether Bruiser Brody can survive the onslaught of Abdullah the Butcher. We're going to stay with this as long as we can. Fans, be sure to join us 1 week from tonight when All-Star Wrestling continues from ringside. This is Rick Stewart.
The ring, it's the only safe place around here. As they fight with those chairs, Stomper and Bruiser Brody. It was a wild free-for-all was expected, and that's exactly what we've seen and more. But they're not finished. Bruiser Brody's not finished with his Stomper. And Jack Howell is trying to calm both men down, but it's beyond that point. The Stomper and Bruiser, they still want a piece of each other. The referee has just signaled for help. He can't pull the men apart. He's tried it, and this is what happens every time. Brody staying on top, staying on, splitting the squeeze of Stomper, and here comes Gary Young. Gary Young came in to help, and he's finding himself quickly getting the blunt of the attack. Now Buddy Landell trying to pull him apart, the Coco Samoa, and as all the wrestlers start to come in, this match has busted loose, and Brody wants that Stomper. And now we've got Bob Sweetan, we've got 8 to 10 wrestlers trying to pull him apart. And as they continue, Stomper is fighting. Brody is fighting, and its fans are chanting, Brody, Brody. They are still, I've never seen anything like it. They can't get them apart. As much as they try, both men are bleeding. Both men want to continue the fight. The bell keeps sounding. The referee has already disqualified both men. But it looks like now they've got some kind of order. But Bruiser just busted loose. And when one of them is loose, anything can happen. And now Stomper now going after Bruiser. And they've got each other again. They continue up the aisles. They continue up the aisles. Wrestlers following them, trying to find some opening to pull them apart and keep them apart. What a wild battle this has been between Bruiser Brody and Mongolian Stomper. And Bruiser now is rampaging through the ringside here. He's ready for the Stomper, but they've already escorted the Stomper back to the dressing room.